crooked trail. The wind is carrying a song, a quiet, gentle wail. I've been out since early morning, working in the field, hoping that the heavy dirt would finally have a yield. My back is aching and my hands are blistered from the strain, but I'm trusting in the goodness of the latter rain. Oh, we're gathering the sheaves before the winter snow, reaping in the daylight while the gentle breezes blow. For the master of the harvest is returning very soon, and the silver light is glowing on the rising of the moon. Bring the golden bundles from the valley to the barn. We're resting in the hollow of the Maker's mighty arm. I saw the tares among the wheat growing up so tall, but the sickle of his justice is gonna cut them all. We only bring the finest of the grain unto the Lord, to spread upon the table of his grand and holy board. The dulcimer is humming like a bee among the clover, telling me the season of my sorrow is now over. For we're gathering the sheaves before the winter snow, reaping in the daylight while the gentle breezes blow. For the master of the harvest is returning very soon, and the silver light is glowing on the rising of the moon. Bring the golden bundles from the valley to the barn. We're resting in the hollow of the Maker's mighty arm. Those who went out weeping are returning with a song, for the night was very dark and the journey very long. The journey very long, returning with a song. Oh, we're gathering the sheaves before the winter snow, reaping in the daylight while the gentle breezes blow. For the master of the harvest is returning very soon, and the silver light is glowing on the rising of the moon. Bring the golden bundles from the valley to the barn. We're resting in the hollow of the Maker's mighty arm. Gathering the sheaves lay them down to sleep. The heavy mountain mist was like a veil across my eyes, hiding all the glory of the painted autumn skies. But I felt a sudden quiet blowing through the barren trees, bringing this old wanderer right down upon my knees. Oh, grant a little light in the valley of vision, wash away the doubt and the bitter division. Show me where the water runs crystal and clear, banish all the shadows and banish the fear. I'm ready for the healing that the Maker's gonna bring, ready for the winter to turn into spring. I heard a distant rumbling like a heavy wagon wheel, the breaking of a thunder that a heavy heart can feel. The Spirit was moving on the waters dark and still, calling to the broken from the summit of the hill. The dulcimer is singing out a melody of grace for every weary sinner in a dark and lonely place. Oh, grant a little light in the valley of vision, wash away the doubt and the bitter division. Show me where the water runs crystal and clear, banish all the shadows and banish the fear. I'm ready for the healing that the Maker's gonna bring, ready for the winter to turn into spring. Take the scales away, let the blind eyes finally see. Pour the holy oil on a wretched one like me, a wretched one like me. Let the blind eyes finally see. Oh, grant a little light in the valley of vision, wash away the doubt and the bitter division. Show me where the water runs crystal and clear, banish all the shadows and banish the fear. I'm ready for the healing that the Maker's gonna bring, ready for the winter to turn into spring. Valley of vision, turn into spring. Valley of vision. The thunder rolls across the dark and heavy sky. The river's rising and the water's getting high. I feel the trembling of the earth beneath my feet, but there's a refuge where the storm and mercy meet. The wind is howling, but My house is built on rock. I've got a shepherd keeping watch upon the flock. Oh, you are the anchor in the middle of the flood, a solid foundation that is covered in the blood. When the tides are raging and I cannot see the shore, I will trust the promise that you spoke to me before. The world is a tempest, but my spirit is at rest, safe inside the shelter of the one who knows me best. The morning breaks and all the clouds are rolling back. The sun is shining on this washed and rugged track. I see the evidence of grace upon the ground, another lost and wandering sheep that has been found. The dulcimer rings out a melody of peace, a sweet assurance that his love will never cease. Oh, you are the anchor in the middle of the flood, a solid foundation that is covered in the blood. When the tides are raging and I cannot see the shore, I will trust the promise that you spoke to me before. The world is a tempest, but my spirit is at rest, safe inside the shelter of the one who knows me best. I didn't drown when the current pulled me down. You reached your hand and you turned my life around. You pulled me out and you turned my life around. Oh, you are the anchor in the middle of the flood, a solid foundation that is covered in the blood. When the tides are raging and I cannot see the shore, I will trust the promise that you spoke to me before. The world is a tempest, but my spirit is at rest, safe inside the shelter of the one who knows me best. Safe inside the shelter, anchor in the flood. I've been sitting in the shadow of the valley for so long, waiting for the breaking of a hallelujah song. The frost is on the meadow and the river's running slow, looking for a spark to make the heavy darkness glow. I cast my weary eyes upon the jagged mountain peak, listening for the words the Holy Spirit's gonna speak. Oh, there's a fire catching a blaze, burning up the sorrow of the bitter winter days. The smoke is rising upward like an incense to the sky, a testament of mercy to the angels flying by. The dulcimer is plucking out a rhythm of the flame, calling every sinner to the glory of his name. Oh, there's a fire on the mountain, burning bright and burning clear, chasing out the shadows and defeating every fear. Let the holy embers fall upon this heart of mine, lighting up the darkness right above the timberline. I can feel the warmth returning to my frozen heavy bones, turning into altars all these scattered valley stones. Let it burn the chaff away, let the silver be refined, leaving all the heavy chains of yesterday behind. Yesterday behind, let the silver be refined. Oh, there's a fire on the mountain, burning bright and burning clear, chasing out the shadows and defeating every fear. Let the holy embers fall upon this heart of mine, lighting up the darkness right above the timberline. I can feel the warmth returning to my frozen heavy bones, turning into altars all these scattered valley stones. Fire on the mountain, warmth in my bones.
I walked out to the crossroads where the modern highways cross, to see what we had gained and to measure up the loss.
The old dirt road is buried underneath a sea of stone, and a million wandering travelers are traveling all alone.
I'm looking for the markers that the Holy Fathers laid deep within the shadow of the evergreen shade. Oh, I won't move the ancient landmark from the soil, purchased by the blood
And the heavy mountain toil, it points the way to Zion, it points the way to rest,
a monument of mercy
for the weary and the blessed.
Let the wind of change blow heavy,
Let the modern waters dulcimer is echoing a song of yesterday, a compass for the pilgrim who has somehow lost the way. Oh, I won't move the ancient landmark from the soil, purchased by the blood and the heavy mountain toil. It points the way to Zion,
It points the way to rest,
a monument of mercy for the weary and the blessed. Let the wind of change blow heavy, let the modern waters roll. I'm standing by the landmark that is saving my soul. I'm planting my feet on the solid, holy ground, listening for the trumpet and a sweet revival sound.
sweet revival sound.
Solid holy ground. Oh, I won't move the ancient landmark from the soil, purchased by the blood and the heavy mountain toil. It points the way to Zion,
It points the way to rest,
a monument of mercy for the weary and the blessed. Let the wind of change blow heavy, let the modern waters roll. I am standing by the landmark that is saving my soul. Ancient landmark,
saving my soul.
I was holding to a thread that was unraveling fast, looking at the shadows that the mountain pines had cast. My coat was wearing thin against the bitter winter cold, and my spirit felt as fragile as a story getting old. But I hear the steady rhythm of a shuttle in the room, and I know the master maker is a-working at the loom. Oh, weave me in the fabric of the everlasting grace, make a brand new garment in this high and holy place. Take the tattered edges and the colors of the night and spin them into morning, into glory, into light. I am resting in the pattern that I do not understand, held together by the mercy of the master weaver's hand. I can see the crimson thread of the redemption running through, right alongside all the sorrow of the bitter, bruised blue. Every tangled string of mine is gathered from the floor to make a royal mantle for the ending of weaver's hand. Master weaver's hand. Pattern I don't understand. Took a piece of clay and tried to mold it on my own. Tried to build a monument of ivory and stone. But every time I spun the wheel, it crumbled to the floor, leaving me with nothing but a mess behind the door. I finally realized that my fingers were too blind to shape the holy vessel that the Maker had in mind. Oh, I surrender to the spinning of the potter's steady wheel, yielding every broken part of me for Him to touch and heal. I'm nothing but the earthly dust and water from the rain, but the Master's hand is forming me to glorify His name. Break me down and build me up and set me in the fire. I will be the instrument of all of His desire. There's a pressure in the shaping and a heat within the kiln, but I'm trusting in the process of His perfect holy will. The cracks are being filled with gold to make the vessel strong, a testament of mercy where the weak have now belonged. The dulcimer is playing out the beauty of the craft, a melody of joy that makes the heavy spirit laugh. Oh, I surrender to the spinning of the potter's steady wheel, yielding every broken part of me for Him to touch and heal. I'm nothing but the earthly dust and water from the rain, but the Master's hand is forming me to glorify His name. Break me down and build me up and set me in the fire. I will be the instrument of all of His desire. Empty me of pride and let the living water pour, flowing from the inside to the thirsty on the shore. Thirsty on the shore. Let the water pour. Oh, I surrender to the spinning of the potter's steady wheel, yielding every broken part of me for Him to touch and heal. I'm nothing but the earthly dust and water from the rain, but the Master's hand is forming me to glorify His name. Break me down and build me up and set me in the fire. I will be the instrument of all of His desire. Master's hand
looking for the chapel right below the timberline. The paint is peeling heavy from the weathered wooden door, and 100 years of praying are polished in the floor. I take my dusty hat off and I step into the aisle to lay down all my heavy loads and rest a little while. Oh, there's a mountain chapel in the shadow of the peak, where the weary come to listen and the Holy Spirit speaks. You don't need a golden altar or a choir in the loft, just a heart that's broken open and a spirit that is soft. The wind is singing anthems through the rafters and the beams, waking up the wandering soul from dark and heavy dreams. I hear the ghostly echoes of the saints that came before, who left their bitter sorrows at the threshold of the door. The morning sun is breaking through the simple window pane, washing every shadow with the ending of the rain. The dulcimer is humming like a gentle, quiet breeze, bringing every heavy-hearted sinner to their knees. Oh, there's a mountain chapel in the shadow of the peak, where the weary come to listen and the Holy Spirit speaks. You don't need a golden altar or a choir in the loft, just a heart that's broken open and a spirit that is soft. The wind is singing anthems through the rafters and the beams, waking up the wandering soul from dark and heavy dreams. Strip away the vanity, strip away the pride. There is nothing in the chapel for a guilty man to hide, a guilty man to hide. Strip away the pride. Oh, there's a mountain chapel in the shadow of the peak, where the weary come to listen and the Holy Spirit speaks. You don't need a golden altar or a choir in the loft, just a heart that's broken open and a spirit that is soft. The wind is singing anthems through the rafters and the beams, waking up the wandering soul from dark and heavy dreams. Mountain chapel, spirit that is soft. harvest moon is hanging heavy in the autumn sky. I brought my bundle to the barn and lay the sickle by.
gathered up the broken stalks and carried all the weight. And now I'm standing quietly beside the wooden gate.
There is a separation coming in the fading light,
to keep the golden harvest and to blow away the night.
Lord, take me to the threshing floor and separate the grain, wash away the bitter dust
With heavy mountain rain,
let the wind of mercy
blow the empty chaff away,
and leave the true and heavy seed
to see the light of day.
I am yielding to the breaking
And the beating of the stone,
for the master of the harvest
wants to gather in his own. The breeze is sweeping through the doors to carry off the dead, to leave the living promise for the baking of the bread.
It hurts to lose the outer shell I carried for so long,
But the nakedness is making me so beautiful and strong. The dulcimer is ringing with a sweet and joyful sound, for the scattered and the hidden ones are finally being found.
Lord, take me to the threshing floor
And separate the grain, wash away the bitter dust with heavy mountain rain. Let the wind of mercy blow the empty chaff away, and leave the true and heavy seed to see the light of day. I am yielding to the breaking and the beating of the stone, for the master of the harvest wants to gather in his own. Beat the sorrow from the joy and let the pure remain. I am trusting in the healing that is coming from the pain.
coming from the pain.
Coming from the pain.
Let the pure remain.
Oh, take me to the threshing floor and separate the grain,
Wash away the bitter dust,
with heavy mountain rain.
let the wind of mercy blow the empty chaff away,
And leave the true and heavy seed to see the light of day. I am yielding to the breaking and the beating of the stone,
for the master of the harvest
wants to gather in his own. Threshing floor,
gather in his own.
gather in his own. I saw a little sparrow blown off the mountainside, nowhere in the bitter cold for the little bird to hide. The wind was howling angry through the branches of the fir. but a hand of steady mercy reached out to comfort her. I felt a lot like that old bird, battered by the gale, wandering and broken on a dark and lonely trail. Oh, the eye that sees the sparrow is the eye that watches me from the highest rocky timber to the bottom of the sea. I am held inside the palm of the maker of the earth, who bought me with a heavy price and gave me second birth. Let the tempest roar and thunder, let the heavy shadows fall. I am listening for the echo of the faithful shepherd's call. Rocky timber to the bottom of the sea. I am held inside the palm of the maker of the earth, who bought me with a heavy price and gave me second birth. Let the tempest roar and thunder, let the heavy shadows fall. I am listening for the echo of the faithful shepherd's call. Of the valley of the shade, I'm walking in the light of the promise that He made. The promise that He made. Walking out of the shade. Timber to the bottom of the sea. I am held inside the palm of the maker of the earth, who bought me with a heavy price and gave me second birth. Let the tempest roar and thunder, let the heavy shadows fall. I am listening for the echo of the faithful shepherd's call. Wayward sparrow, he watches me. Lightning strikes the crooked oak upon the hill. The bitter wind is blowing with an angry chill. I'm searching for a hollow where the shadows hide, a place where I can lay my heavy fear aside. I hear the mountain rumbling underneath my feet, but I am heading upward to the mercy seat. Oh, hide me in But the everlasting rock, a shelter for the shepherd, and a haven for the flock when the fury of the tempest and the raging waters roll. You are the solid anchor for my weary wandering soul. The world can fall to pieces, but I'm standing on the stone, held by the steady hands that claim me for his own. Charcoal gray, the hand of grace is sweeping all the clouds away. The rain has left a diamond upon every pine, a testament of glory that is pure and fine. The dulcimer is ringing out a melody of cheer, for love has built a fortress that defeats the darkest fear. Oh, hide me in the cleft, oh, the everlasting rock, a shelter for the shepherd, and a haven for the flock when the fury of the tempest and the raging waters roll. You are the solid anchor for my weary wandering soul. The world can fall to pieces, but I'm standing on the stone, held by the steady hands that claim me for his own. The rock of ages cleft for me, let me hide myself in thee. From the churning of the river to the bottom of the sea, the bottom of the sea. Let me hide myself in thee. Oh, hide me in the cleft, for the everlasting rock, a shelter for the shepherd, and a haven for the flock when the fury of the tempest and the raging waters roll. You are the solid anchor for my weary wandering soul. The world can fall to pieces, but I'm standing on the stone, held by the steady hands that claim me for his own. Cleft of the rock, standing on the stone. I left the crowded city and the vanity of men, looking for the place where the ancient woods begin. I climbed above the timber where the air is sharp and thin, leaving all the baggage of the places I have been. There upon the summit where the eagles make their nest, I found a wooden altar where a weary soul can rest. Oh, I am clinging to the cross at the timberline where the bitter wind is blowing through the rugged pine. I am laying down the burdens of this heavy heart of mine. the holy mountain glow. The silence of the summit is the sweetest kind of song, telling me the wilderness is where I now belong. The shadows of my history are banished by the light, shining from the beacon in the middle of the night. The dulcimer is echoing across the great divide, a melody of comfort for the one with naught to hide. Oh, I am clinging to the cross at the timberline, where the bitter wind is blowing through the rugged pine. I am laying down the burdens of this heavy heart of mine, drinking from the fountain of the water and the wine. The world is fading out in the valley far below, bathed in the glory of the holy mountain glow. Nailed to the wood are the failures of my past. I'm stepping into freedom that is finally gonna last. Finally gonna last. The shadows all have passed. Oh, I am clinging to the cross at the timberline, where the bitter wind is blowing through the rugged pine. I am laying down the burdens of this heavy heart of mine, drinking from the fountain of the water and the wine. The world is fading out in the valley far below, bathed in the glory of the holy mountain glow. Timberline Cross, counting it all as a loss. The autumn leaves are turning brown upon the crooked trail. The wind is carrying a song, a quiet, gentle wail. I've been out since early morning, working in the field, hoping that the heavy dirt would finally have a yield. My back is aching and my hands are blistered from the strain, but I'm trusting in the goodness of the latter rain. Oh, we're gathering the sheaves before the winter snow, reaping in the daylight while the gentle breezes blow. For the master of the harvest is returning very soon, and the silver light is glowing on the rising but the sickle of his justice is gonna cut them off. We only bring the finest of the grain unto the Lord, spread upon the table of his grand and holy board. The dulcimer is humming like a bee among the clover, returning with a song, for the night was very dark and the journey very long. The journey very long, returning with a of the Maker's mighty arm, gathering the sheaves, Maker's mighty arm.
I brought my bundle to the barn and laid the sickle by. I've gathered up the broken stalks and carried all the weight, and now I'm standing quietly beside the wooden gate. There is a separation coming in the fading light, to keep the golden harvest and to blow away the night. Oh, take me to the threshing floor and separate the grain, wash away the bitter dust with heavy mountain rain. Let the wind of mercy blow the empty chaff away and leave the true and heavy seed to see the light of day. I am yielding to the breaking and the beating of the stone for the master
sweet and joyful sound. For the scattered and the hidden ones are finally being found. Oh, take me to the threshing floor, separate the grain, wash away the bitter dust with heavy mountain rain. Let the wind of mercy blow the empty chaff away and leave the true and heavy seed to see the light of day. I am yielding to the breaking and the beating of the stone, for the master of the harvest wants to gather in his own. Beat the sorrow from the joy and let the pure remain. I am trusting in the healing that is coming from the pain. Coming from the pain, let the pure remain. Oh, take me to the threshing floor
and separate the grain
wash away the bitter dust
with heavy mountain rain.
let the wind of mercy
Blow the empty chaff away
and leave the true and heavy seed to see the light of day. I am yielding to the breaking
and the beating of the stone.
for the master of the harvest wants to gather in his own. The threshing floor,
Gather
in his own.
I wandered down the holler where the shadows gather deep, a place where weary travelers often lay them down to sleep. The heavy mountain mist was like a veil across my eyes, hiding all the glory of the painted autumn skies. But I felt a sudden quiet blowing through the barren trees, bringing this old wanderer right down upon my knees. Oh, grant a little light in the valley of vision, wash away the doubt and the bitter division. Show me where the water runs crystalline clear, banish all the shadows and banish the fear. I'm ready for the healing that the Maker's gonna bring, ready for the winter to turn into spring. I heard a distant rumbling like a heavy wagon wheel, the breaking of a thunder that a heavy heart can feel. The Spirit was moving on the
the Maker's gonna bring, ready for the winter to turn into spring. Take the scales away, let the blind eyes finally see. Pour the holy oil on a wretched one like me. Oh, a wretched one like me. Let the blind eyes finally see. Oh, grant a little light in the valley of vision. Wash away the doubt and the bitter division. Show me where the water runs crystal and clear. Ooh, banish all the shadows and banish the fear. I'm ready for the healing that the Maker's gonna bring, ready for the winter to turn